Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? It is nice to see you guys. Hold on, I'm going to go into the list and I'm going to go and figure out what's where and who's what and what's going on, okay? Just give me one little second and I'm going to post all of that. So, how was everybody's weekend this weekend? Let me know. Was it good? Was it not good? Was it okay? Was it rainy? Was it sunny? Did you have a good time? Did you not have a good time? Let me know. I'm going to go and do the listen to the meanwhile. I know that we do have our beautiful MZ who is going to be on up first. Sweetie Pie, do you have you over there? Hey, hello, my beautiful love. How are you doing, sweetie? Okay, so just give me one second. Okay, here we go. And voila. So, we have our beautiful MZ. Then we have our beautiful Sheila. And that's what I have for the moment. So not too bad, guys. We're going to start this off with our beautiful Julie, and then we're going to go and see Sheila right after. So we shall leave you a timestamp if you want to, Sweetie Pie. You worked all weekend? Okay, well, I'm going to say at least it was financially good. I know, Hanson, you almost got a pet squirrel. I don't know if I told you guys that before, but about 2-3 weeks ago, I was coming back from my kids' school, and I think I said it. I don't know. Did I tell you guys about this story? Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, there was this thing. It was very windy, and I thought there was a leaf that was blowing into the middle of the street. But it seemed a little bit strange, so I kind of stopped a little bit, and I realized it was a squirrel. But it was a squirrel, like standing up on 2 feet, doing like a hands up, like it was doing a bank robbery or something. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell? Go away, little squirrel. So I was waiting for the squirrel to leave, but it didn't leave. I had to honk at it so it could finally leave and decide that it would run away. So anyways, there you go. So that's my story of my pet squirrel. The squirrel who was afraid of being arrested. I have seen some squirrels since then, but honestly I've seen more birdies who have been up to really weird stuff lately. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to start this off with Julie, and we are going to leave a timestamp, okay? So I'm glad that your weekend was good financially, sweetie. And since you worked all weekend, hopefully you actually have like a day or two off now, right? Or coming along for you soon. So we're going to put over here at 4 minutes our beautiful Julie. You say the squirrel at the Grand Canyon, they're all chunky little guys. What are they eating? What's going on? Why are they chunky? I don't know why they're chunky. Who's feeding them? Hello, Julie. Nice to see you, sweetie pie. Uh-huh. Okay. So, hold on, my beautiful Julie. You finished dinner with your mama. Oh, you're such a sweetie pie, my love. Let me go and see your questions. I'm doing good, sweetie. I am. I did have to make 2 different meals because I tried a new recipe for half of the meal. And, well, 2 out of 3 my kids didn't like it. So I had to, do extra work. No, I'm going to see you right away. I'm going to get to your questions as we speak. So, here we go. And you're going to have dinner with your mom soon, which you already did. Yes. Okay, we're going to go over here. Let's go like that. And voila. Okie dokie. So, what does M think would be wrong, or what is he afraid of doing wrong with you is the actual question at hand. Let's go see. All right, and you do have a timestamp, so if you can't stick around or you can't listen, you can come on back into, those little moments that are just for you. So what does he think would be wrong, or what is he afraid of doing wrong with you? Wheel of Fortune in reverse, while also having our star popping on through with our Ten of Swords, also getting over here our Six of Swords and our Judgment. So, you know what, quite frankly over here, I feel like he's not thinking that there's something wrong with you, by the way. It's his fear is more about his own actions and how they would actually be received. That's more within the thoughts that I'm getting. I feel like he worries that if he reaches out to into the wrong way or says the wrong thing or moves too fast, that he might end up actually kind of scaring you off or kind of reignite some different type of past wounds. So deep down, he wants to be close, but he's afraid of kind of misstepping and losing that chance. So it's actually a sign that he cares very, very deeply. He's just kind of stuck into his overthinking altogether on how to actually get it right. That's where his major issue is. Now, you mentioned his yes. Transition is done and moving into a new phase has started. What's that about, and where is he at this moment? Very good question. Hi, Goddess, sweetie. If you're around, my beautiful High Priestess, I'm going to be with you probably in about 10 minutes maximum, my love. So if you are into the chat in about 10 minutes, it's going to be your turn, sweetie pie. When I mentioned that the transition is pretty much done and a new phase is actually starting, what is that actually about, and where is he actually at this moment? I feel like there's been a quiet but a very significant shift altogether. I feel like the emotional fog or the stuck energy, if you will, that he was sitting into, I feel like it has cleared. I feel like he no longer is just kind of cycling through indecisions or avoiding different type of growth. I feel like this new phase is about opening to the connection. I feel like he's more emotionally available than he ever was. I feel like he's starting to allow himself to want to open up more, so to open up into a grander kind of a way. I feel like this is a lot about his exploration versus his fear. So instead of being frozen by fear, he's beginning to actually explore what this connection could actually look like if he leaned into it, but with more courage. And there's also somewhat of a part of integration. So he's starting to integrate the things that he's been learning through reflection, through the therapy. And I feel like he's kind of slowly entering into a phase where he wants that real life action instead of just kind of always a little bit processing, because he's been processing an awful lot. So that's what I'm seeing at this moment. You can think of it like this. It's like the old phase was a lot of overthinking and a lot of retreating and a lot of confusion. And the new phase is more of a curiosity, more of a readiness to reconnect, more of an emotional growth, if you will. So that's what I feel is happening. I feel like you're getting a little bit more into an energetic chapter with him. Yes, it's still going to move kind of slowly. I'm not going to say that things are going to be happening very quickly, but it's no longer kind of stuck. It's actually really, really good sign. You're not stuck into a stagnation. There's actually a little bit of movement every once in a while. So things are changing, things are progressing, and that is really, really important. It is victory, my love. Absolutely no doubt about it. Yes. That's what I'm trying to say. It is victory. Mm-hmm. Yes. Exactly. Exactly, my beautiful Julie. That's exactly what I'm seeing, sweetie pie. Yes. Oops, hold on. Um, Alrighty. I shall talk with you a little bit later. I shall, my beautiful. Alrighty. Let's go and see our beautiful Sheila over here and let us know if you are here. Otherwise, we'll leave you a timestamp, my love. All right. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Alrighty. Here we go, my beautiful. Nice to see you, Sheila. How are you doing, my love? Okie dokie. So here we go, my sweetie pie. High Priestess is going to be up next. So High Priestess, please let us know if you are here with us, my love. I already do have your questions, however. So can I channel the energy? Of course I can. I can do anything. Okay, almost. Can I channel the energy of the night when you will have it? Yeah, okay. Can we use all the spicy channeling? We cannot use those, sweetie. I cannot use those into the... I can tell you into a non... I have to stay into a very YouTube friendly kind of a way. If ever you do want any type of spicy type of readings, then you have to send out your donations on the weekend, because those are incognito, they're not live, they're private videos that are not shown on YouTube so anybody else can see them. So yeah, I will be banned off of YouTube if I use any type of sexual energy, cards, physicality, anything of the such. So yeah, I can tell you a little bit of how it's going to go and everything of the such, but if you want anything that is spicier, it's got to be a weekend read, okay, my love? Then I take out the spicy cards, I give you spicy messages, and it's all good. Okay, so let me go and see a little bit what I'm getting that would be YouTube friendly, all right? Here we go. Okay, so just 1 second. All right. Now, I feel like it's going to be a vibe that's going to be very magnetic. Into different type of messages that I can see that are going to be popping on through. I feel like there's a lot of wanting to explore every single part of you in many different kind of ways, wanting to taste in different kind of ways at the very same time. I feel like the energy is there, but it is an energy that is deeply hungry. I feel like we want to savor. I don't feel like we want to rush anything. I feel like we want to take every single moment that we possibly can. I feel like the first time is almost going to be like, oh my God, this is finally happening. And we're just kind of enjoying every single moment of it. So there's nothing is going to be rushed. There's nothing is going to be quick. Everything is going to be a little bit spontaneous, but really well precise, well thought out of, and making sure everybody is happy and in every single way. Now, I also do feel as though there is going to be a huge turn on, like you turn him on in an amazing kind of a way and vice versa. I feel as though he's holding a lot of tension back from you. I feel like he's trying to restrain himself because I feel like otherwise he would just break Sweetie Pie. I feel like the attraction is going to be absolutely overwhelming, but into the very best way. I'm going to say expect a lot of intensity. I can say voices, moans, all those things. They're all part of it, okay? And he also wants to have different type of affirmations, not only vocally, but from your body also. And I'm also going to have to say, I feel as though this person has envisioned this into their mind a million different times before it actually does happen. So it is a tension and it is a motion that is being like overthought over and over and over. It's kind of bubbling on through. So when it actually happens, it's going to be somewhat a little bit explosive. So I feel like the moment is going to be deep eye contact, at least slow undressing, hands kind of troubling a little bit at first, but I feel like there's a lot of emotion. I feel like there's a pause, and then I feel like, oh my God, is this really happening? And yes, it is happening. Then I feel like it's nice. I feel like it's soft. I feel like it's building, kind of quicker and quicker. But like I said, we're enjoying every single moment. Nothing is happening. It's not going to be done within 15 minutes. All right. And I feel like it's very tender. I feel like, kiss on foreheads after everything the such. So I'm going to say you're going to be extremely in sync, like you guys have known each other for the longest of time. I feel like it's going to be perfect, almost too perfect that it's going to seem a little bit unreal. But I also feel like we're going to be a little bit overwhelmed with emotion after. So don't be surprised if there's a little bit of quietness a little bit after. It's not quietness. It is just that beauty. It is that time. It is that time spent together. It is those bringing in of those emotions all together, my love. So that is what I'm seeing for your first time, sweetie. Yes, and you will take a timestamp. Got you. I know, seriously, right, Watson? Don't step out no more. You get ooh la la readings when you leave. That's what you get when you leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Timestamp, you shall have, my beautiful high priestess. So Sheila, I'm going to say enjoy yourself. Yes, thank you, Sweetie Pie. Enjoy yourself as much as you possibly can. Don't think about what's next, what's going to be happening. No, live the moment, enjoy the moment, bask yourself into those beautiful moments. And that's it. That's all. I want nothing less for you, Sweetie Pie. And everything is going to go so smoothly. You're going to want to repeat it a million times. I know. Hansen missed it. Boo-hoo. Oh, that's it, Hansen. That will teach you. That will teach you to leave us like that. Yes. Okay, hold on just a second. Alrighty. Let's go see how you had to feed what the turtles, a banana, and the spinach. All right, I got you, sweetie. Yes, I got you, my love. Um, Alrighty. Here we go, High Priestess. Just 1 second. All right. High Priestess is going to be at 22 minutes. All right. High Priestess, my love, here we go. So, Sweetie Pie, how are you doing? Agenda for the next 2 weeks. Okay. And you're still wanting to get approved for the employment. Any update? Let's go and see that. All right. So here we go. Okay. And let's go see. We're going to start off with your general, and then we're going to go see what's happening with that. Okay, Sweetie Pie. Okay, into the following. What do we got? I am getting over here a Page of Wands reverse, also getting our Seven of Wands. There's challenges your way, my sweetie pie. Everything has to be done a little bit into a certain moderation, my sweetie pie. I feel like there's some energy that's a little bit misdirected, and I feel like you're not necessarily getting what it is that you want, financially speaking. Yeah. I'm going to say into the next 2 weeks, I feel like there's a mix of patience, but I feel like there's also a mix of quiet progress that's happening. I feel like there's a shift that is happening beneath the surface, and it kind of looks like you're stuck, but you're not really quite stuck. Like there are some things that are moving and are kind of changing places. So I'm going to say you will have some moments where you'll have more clarity around what it is that you want long term, not just survival stuff, but vision level, clarity, everything as such. I also do feel like there is a support energy that is rising. I feel like you could receive some type of support, some type of resource that could actually come your way that could help you on through in different kind of ways. I also feel like you're going to have a couple little ups and downs emotionally speaking. So I feel like things are in movement, but before I get to the unemployment thing, I feel as though there's movement, but there's stagnancy. It's like the movement is below the sea and you don't quite see it, but it's happening. So let me go and take out some more cards. I'm going to say, because I saw that you don't necessarily have anything that is happening financially, that even the unemployment is probably going to wait about another 2 weeks or so. But I'm going to go and look at that precisely in just one moment, okay? Hold on. Okay, hold on, sweetie. Okay. Okay. Sweetie pie. I feel like you're still looking for answers that are not quite coming your way. I feel as though you're into a place where sometimes you believe that you've done some things that you shouldn't have done, that you did, or maybe you made the wrong decisions every once in a while. But believe me, there is no wrong decisions. There's only little detours along the path, nothing much more. Moving on forward over here with your personal goals, your own alignment. You're going to have a little bit of some disturbances with that, sweetie pie. My love, I'm going to say be careful also for some people around you. There seems to be somebody in particular, but I'm not quite sure who it is, who might not necessarily want the exact same thing that you want, okay? So I'm going to say be a little bit careful with that, my sweetie pie. I need you to express yourself a little bit more. I need you to stop you. There's something that's stopping you. There's something that you're afraid. What are you afraid of doing? I know that you're afraid of moving on forward with different kind of things within work, within your passion, within that. Like, I feel like within work, you're doing whatever it is that you need to do. But within your passion work, so within your new business and everything as such, I feel like sometimes there are some things that are a little bit more stagnant, that you're a little bit afraid, and there's like little blockages along the way. I need you, if possible, to remove those blockages. You don't have to do it right away. It could take a month, it could take a month and a half, but slowly start removing those blockages that are around, because the more that you remove them, the better and the easier it will be for you to actually go and get exactly what you want within that business. So I'm basically going to say within the following 2 weeks, you feel like there's a lot of stagnation, but things are moving behind the scenes. Are things moving like you're getting a job or the unemployment popping on in? Not quite right away. A good 2 to 3 weeks before the unemployment pops on through. Other than that, you're looking at your options, but I need you to release, like I said, what is actually going around your actual business, and release the people who might not be doing good for you at the same time. There's one person in particular. I'm not necessarily going to say that it's your mom. I'm not quite sure who it is, but there is an energy that is close to you. I want you just to be careful for, all right? Other than that, I feel as though you're moving on forward, but it's almost like if you're moving on forward saying, this is what I want. It's almost like this. It's almost like you've got a, how do you call it? A cible. Like, anyways, how the heck do you call it? Like when you play darts, there's like a, anyways, yeah, anyways. Point being, you're trying to go and get different kind of things, but I kind of feel like you're aiming a little bit onto the side. A target, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like a target board. You're trying to aim for the bullseye, but you can't quite aim for the bullseye. So you're kind of aiming, but it's like you're kind of looking. It's almost like if you're looking with a blindfold and you're throwing those little darts out. I need you to throw those darts out into places where you do not have the blindfold. The blindfold can be fear, it can be stress, it can be sadness, it can be a lot of things. I need you to remove that blindfold so you can see clearly where you're going to throw that dart, so you close in into a place that is important and good for you. Because at this moment, it's like you're throwing different little ideas in different places, but there's not one like unidirection that you're moving, like one direction that you're moving on forward towards. That's what I need you to do. I need you to focus on one thing and move on forward with it. Because at this moment, I feel like you're focusing on different things, but nothing is really happening. Focus on one and then focus onto the other. Things will start to kind of open themselves up for you. Hi, my beautiful love, Shine. You can post your questions, sweetie. It is nice to see you, my love. Hold on. All right, hold on. All right. All right. So, sweetie pie. What's happening with the unemployment? The case is moving, my sweetie pie. I know it's not moving at the same state or at the same speed that you would like it to, but it is moving. It's just moving into a short kind of way. I'm going to say within the following 2 or 3 weeks, everything will be done and everything will be accepted, my sweetie pie. I feel like things are moving slowly. I feel like there's somebody behind the scenes that's kind of reviewing it. And I feel like that's going to be done early this week. So we are Monday today. I'm going to say by Wednesday it should be done. There is a beautiful positive energy around it, so it is definitely going to be approved. I just kind of feel like it's at the last verification step. So I'll say within the following 2 to 3 weeks, you should be able to get that, my love. So keep on checking on through. You are aligned with it, and everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to pass on through. I promise you, my love. It's just going to be 2 to 3 weeks. Yes. Hi, Diane. How are you doing? Hi, Summertime. Nice to see you too, sweetie. Okay, hold on. All right. How are you doing, Diane? And how are you doing, Sean? Hold on just 1 second. Love, where's Love Shine? I'm looking for Love Shine. I know that Love Shine is here because she sent a PayPal, but I don't necessarily have her questions. So if you're around, my beautiful Love Shine, let us know, sweetie pie. Where's Love Shine? Are you around, sweetie? Otherwise, I will make the questions for you. Juanton, I have to say, the way that you feed your turtles. I told you there's no affiliation. I do have to say, because we are on YouTube, there's no affiliation with this person whatsoever. But I personally like to listen to this guy. And I've told you before, Juanson, Leo Skepi, I really like this guy. I really do. I listen to him all the time. I listen to his podcast, the whole deal. I love that guy. And he's got like this little bunny, Juanson. And every time I listen to him do that, he reminds me of you and your dad. He has this little bunny who goes outside of his house, and he started feeding it. And now he makes it like he took a Versace plate today. Like, it's not a cheap plate. He goes out and buys everything for this bunny. He knows what the bunny likes, the type of parts of the celery and the arugula and all that stuff, and blueberries, and he makes it a plate every day, brings it outside, and he reminds me of you and your turtles. It's so cute. It's so cute. Like, him and his bunnies is you and your turtles. It's so adorable. Yeah. So, okay, I'm waiting for Love Shine here just a second. All right. Sean is having technical difficulties. He says hello to everybody. He will get to his phone back on Thursday. All right then, Sean, see you on Thursday, sweetie pie. Not a problem, my love. Not a problem. You have rabbits too, do you? And they are wild little guys, but once in a while you feed them lettuce. Or they eat bird seeds too when you feed. You see it? You're just like Leo Skeppy. You're so cute. You're so adorable, honestly. I love it. I love the vibes. I do. It's like you got this little bunny and you start feeding it, and you don't feed it scraps. Like you feed it lettuce and like good things, fresh things. I think it's adorable. I love it. I mean, the only thing I got coming to my place are frogs. And you guys know what happens to the frogs around my place. Oh, my dear God. So there you go. Yeah, okay, so here we go, Smitty. I'm gonna go with Love Shine because I don't know where she's at. We're gonna have a slow Monday, so here we go for Love Shine. We're gonna go at 42 minutes and 30 seconds, and voila, let's go forward with it. I think you guys are cute. I love that you're feeding the wild. I do. Over here, they tell us, don't feed the wild. They do. I kid you not. They're like, don't. You go out, you're not allowed to bring, like you go to a place, a park where there's ducks, you can't bring duck food or bread or God knows what. And I get it. I get it. Their reasons are good because then they can't fend for themselves because they're too used to humans giving them food. I get the whole point. I do. But I mean, when you've got a little critter coming over to your place and they keep coming on back, you got to take care of them, right? I don't know. I don't have that problem. Like I said, I only have frogs. They usually don't end up into a good place. There's been a casual road runner. There's 2 crows that are what? They're leaving in one of your... Are you serious? Oh my God. No. Oh wow. I say I would love. I don't know if I would love. I don't know. Like I saw hummingbirds into my apple tree and I was excited about that, but they come and they go. That's good. I like things that come and go. It's less responsibility. That being said, I didn't do it this year. I should do it with my kids. I should go and paint like a bird feeder and put bird food into it and the whole deal. I should. I usually do. Yeah, and now they're feeding off of apples. So there you go. But yeah, I like the idea. I do. But at the same time, I don't want the little critters to like come, I don't know, like into my garbage or God knows where. That I don't want. But I guess it depends on the type of critters you get. Like over here, you'll get skunks or you'll get raccoons. I don't live into a place that's close to bears, so I don't really have bears, but I'll have like little foxes. Yeah, foxes come along, but they're cute and they're not bothersome. Anyways, here we go. This is for you, Love Shine. Here we go. So, okay. Sweetie, love Shine. How's he feeling towards wife? I know that's the first question. By no great surprise for you, Queen of Cups is in reverse, so we don't have the great love. We do have some movement, we do, but movement doesn't mean love. It just means things are moving ahead. Are they fairly happy into their life at this moment? Yes, but happy doesn't mean love. I said there's no love, but they are happy. Things are going well. Are they necessarily cooperating or working well together? Not necessarily. So I'm going to say today, a normal day. There's no fights. There's no love. It's just a day like any other day. We wake up, hey, sweetie pie, because it's what we usually do, and we do our thing, and that's pretty much what it is. Nothing else happens from it. So I'm going to say same old with no contrast, no bad, no good. Just what it is. Mm-hmm. Are you still what? You're still waiting on your Hogwarts letter from the owl? Oh my dear God! What is that? I get a yearly visit from the owl. I honestly, Juanson, I do have an owl that is close to my house. I do, sweetie pie. I do. I have an owl. I'm sorry. I also have an eagle. A white eagle. They're not easy to find, the eagles. And there is an eagle who lives into the woods next to the river, next to my house. And it is often seen onto the riverbanks. When I come home, I drive by the highway that drives by the river. And I often see it there. And I often see it when I go and do some kayak onto the river. It's often there into the woods. A very solitary eagle it is. But owls, I hear the owls around 4:30 into the morning. You can hear them outside if my window's open. Every night around 4:30 you can hear them. Yes. They're cuties. Owls are so cute. Yeah, it is true. There is an eagle. It is huge. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. It has been around. I have seen the eagle for the last 3 years. Before that, I don't know where the heck it was. I go do some kayaking about 2 minutes away from my house at the river, and I see it there often with my kids, and I see it next to the river when I come home. There every once in a while. There's more traffic. It's maybe a little bit less there. Yeah. But it's nice to see an eagle because you don't see them all often. In my life, I think I have seen that eagle more than anything else in my whole life. I think I've only seen another eagle once, and it was hiking into the woods about an hour away from my house. You don't see, there's not that many of them, and, you know, yeah, they watch out for themselves. They're very solitary beasts. I know. Every night, Juanson, when it's not too hot outside, I keep my window open. Like tonight, my window's open because it's going to be like 10 degrees. And I can hear around 3:30, 4 o'clock into the morning, I hear, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. It does it for like 2 hours straight. And then I hear the little Tweety birds at 4 o'clock in the morning too. Like, they're so cute. They're very peaceful. They're so peaceful. I just want to listen to them and not go to sleep. It's a problem. All right, so okay, so how's he feeling towards you? Towards you, by no great surprise, we do have over here the world. We also do have a beautiful fairness, but it's always, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything bad happened with you guys today. I don't feel like anything did, but I feel like it's always a little bit, It's not always a struggle. I feel like we try to make as much time as we possibly can. And when I say struggle, I don't mean that there's something bad happening between you guys. I just mean that I feel as though he's always trying to put, and I know that you don't see it. You don't see it because he's doing it onto his own side, but I feel like he's trying to put more time and more time and more time and figure out more time where he can come and see you, where normally he would not necessarily have that time. So I'm going to say much love, thinking about you, wanting to spend more time with you, and trying to do everything he possibly can to spend more time with you. Yes. All right. What does he want to say to you today? It's a witch. Do you a wizard thing? I guess it is. I guess it is. If I could have an owl, I would love to have an owl. Oh my God. I love to hear the hoo 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 hoo. I do. Actually, I love to hear birds. I went to my mom's this weekend. Well, okay, it was Friday evening before the live. I went to my mom's. I love that little bird. I know one day I will have the bird, because the bird will unfortunately at some point outlive my mom, because it's only 2 years old and it lives like 25 to 30 years. And I'm inheriting of that bird later on. My mom already knows I'm going to be teaching it about a bunch of bad things. But that being said, that little bird is so cute. I love that bird. Baby Blue, he's so cute. And he likes, I don't know, he's got like a gender deficiency or something. My mom's like, "Are you, Baby Blue? Baby Blue's a good boy." I'm like, "No, Baby Blue's a good girl." And my mom's like, "No, Baby Blue's a good boy." And he's like, "No, Baby Blue's a good girl." That bird cracks me up. It's hilarious. I tell you, this bird has got issues. And then it goes and laughs its little butt off. It goes, "Baby Blue's a good girl." He's so funny. Okay, that being said, you guys will see one day, hopefully in a very, very long time and far away from here, a little bit like I don't know, God knows. Hopefully it's in 50 years. Yes, you will see Baby Blue, who will be speaking. That being said, other than my mom's bird, who's got a gender issue, my beautiful love, Sean, I'm sorry, sweetie. Here we go. I've got you. I'm going to say towards you and to his thoughts, what he wants to say to you is that often he feels like he's a little bit constricted within time, within his schedule, within everything that he's got to do. But he definitely wants you to know that you are his harmony, you're his peace, you're his celebration, you're his happiness. And he tries to spend as much beautiful quality time as he possibly can with you, sweetie pie. He is. That's what I told my mom. That's what I told my mom once. I'm like, "Oh my God, your bird is definitely following the generations." I'm like, geez Louise. The next thing the bird needs to do to follow on up, he needs to be like a furry. He needs to put some type of, decide he's not going to be a bird. He's going to be a cat. God knows what. Oh my God. Okay. So here we go. I kid you not, Juanson. Matthias is so afraid of going to high school next year because there's furries. There's no furries in elementary school, but in high school, there's furries. And he's like, "I can't do it, Mom. I can't do it. I can't do the furry thing. I don't know what to do with a furry thing. I will become upset if I see a furry." And I'm like, pull their tail. What can I say? I don't know. Sag Moon. I myself do not get the whole furry thing. I don't. I get the gender thing. I get all those things. The furry, I don't get it. I don't. I don't. But to each their own. I respect. All right, I'm so sorry, Loveshine. This is just yes, it is the weirdest reading ever. So, what does he want to say to you, sweetie pie? He wants you to know with our Two of Cups that he does love you, that he does want to continue with you, that he does see you guys together forever, my sweet love, and he wants to give you as much love as he possibly can. So, sweetie, my beautiful Loveshine, through these furries and these weird birdie conversations, we love you, sweetie. Everything is A-okay. Things are okay with a wife and things are great with you. So, I'm going to say it's all good. I know, Hanson. I don't know what to say. Oh, my God. Okay. Let's go see. Oh, I already did, my beautiful Loveshine. I already did, sweetie. Everything is okay, sweetie. Everything is good. Everything is done. All right. I've got you, Sag Moon, coming to see you. How are you doing, my love? Coming to see you. If your question is not already there, let me know what it is. Otherwise, I'm going to be with you in a second. All right. Hold on. Sag Moon, just 1 second. I'm on my way. On my way. What are Cancer's next actions towards you? Let's go and see that, sweetie. So what are Cancer's next actions towards you? I see a celebration coming on through. But I see a lot of repressed emotions. What's going on, Sag Moon? What's going on? Why do I feel like he's thinking about way too many different kind of things? He wants to move on forward, but he's not moving on forward. Why do I see a contrast between what he wants and what he's doing? What's going on, my love? What is up with that? Hi, Diane, sweetie. Mm-hmm. Let us know if you're here. I'm gonna wait a moment to see if you're here before I put you a timestamp. I just want to know if this is making or resonating with you in any kind of a way. Aha! And that's why. And that's why I got you. Mimi's next, my dear Juanson. Okay. Now that's making sense. Yes, I get you, sweetie pie. That is making complete sense. That's where it's coming from. He's conflicted. Yeah, he's overthinking, all right. Oh, he's overthinking, all right. Yes, he is. He's not trusting you, my love. He believes that you're meeting on up with other people. You're talking with other people. And because he believes that, he's becoming a little bit silent, or he will become a little bit silent and a little bit stagnant and kind of just be a little bit, how could we say, sulky, I shall say. He's going to say that he believes you once he's kind of sulking and not talking too much. He's going to say, oh, yes, of course, I do believe you. Yes, you're not talking with anybody else, but it's not true. He's still going to continue thinking that you're talking with other people. So does he ultimately completely believe you? Not quite, and that's an issue. Let me go and take out some more cards. Yeah. So what are we going to do with this? Exploration. Strings attached. Sweetie pie. Sweetie pie. Honestly, I feel like he wants to be the one who is in challenge, who is the boss, who is moving on forward. I feel as though he doesn't completely trust you. He feels like there's string attached to everything that is moving on forward. I feel as though into his mind, he feels like you're exploring different people and different things. But honestly, he wants to be the leader. He wants to be the one who does things. So, my love, if you're not seeing anybody else, I got you, High Priestess. Thank you, sweetie. You'll be next before I go see Mimi, okay? Yeah. Hold on. All right. Sweetie pie. Honestly, the best way you're going to be able to get through this is by letting him know that there's nobody else but him. And then he will feel as though he is the King of Cups and he can do whatever it is that he wants, and he can be loving and sweet, and he can abandon himself towards you. At this moment in time, he is into a lot of confusion, a lot of misinterpretation. Therefore, his next movements towards you, none. Stagnant. You need to show to him in some kind of way, however it's possible, if it is possible, that you are not involved with anybody else, or you're not interested into anybody else. And then he'll open up and he'll be the man that he needs to be towards you. But until you prove or show that to him, he's going to stay stagnant. Nothing's going to happen, sweetie pie. Does that make sense? Oh, well, that's entirely up to you. Even if you reassure him, it's like nothing goes through to him, right? That's because he's stagnant. That's because he's pig-headed. But he needs to know. He needs to believe you, sweetie. There's nothing I can say or do that will, but you need to let him know that you believe him, that you trust in him, and he needs to do the same thing towards you. And if he doesn't believe you and he doesn't trust into you, ask him why and ask him proof. If he cannot say why and he cannot show you proof, then there's nothing that you can do. That's happening into his own subconscious. You cannot make him believe something that he doesn't want to believe. I know. Why don't we do this, my beautiful Sag Moon? Why don't we do this? Why don't we go and look? Wait, don't go anywhere. I'm telling you that he's not going to do anything unless you do something and you prove something, or you say, hey, what's going on? Why do you think about this? And everything as such. But what about you? What should you do? Well, why don't we go and ask? You're asking me what he thinks and how he feels. But what about you? Let's go and see, my beautiful Sag Moon, what spirit believes that you should do. Now, whatever comes on through over here, you have the choice to do or not to do. I'm just saying, I'm looking through because you're here, I'm here, why not? You don't know what to do and you're conflicted and I'm trying to help you. So let's just go and see, what does spirit think that you should do into this connection? Again, it is entirely up to you to decide if you follow through, if you don't, or if you modify what spirit has to say. All right? All right, let's go forward with it. Change. Oh my God, I could not have said it better. Change, renewal. That's what we need. I got you, my beautiful Julie, sweetie. We shall leave you a timestamp, my beautiful love. Absolutely, sweetie pie. Look, we've got our guards that are completely up and we have a lot of selfishness. Sweetie pie. Okay, Spirit is clearly saying over here that if change doesn't happen, you have to let go. But that is entirely up to you. I'm going to say you follow your heart. That's what Spirit is saying. But Spirit says if change doesn't happen, you have to try to make change happen first of all. It's not saying let go right away. Let's get clarity. Let's figure out. Let's give it our very best. And if our very best doesn't do it, it's time to let our guards down. It's time for renewal. Because at some point in time, some people are just simply pig-headed and selfish and will never change. That being said, entirely up to you to do what you want, my beautiful Sag Moon, and write me an email if you want to. I'll listen to you and I'll write back. Let me know, sweetie. All right. Okie dokie. So hold on. Alrighty. Going over to High Priestess. And then Julie and Mimi. High Priestess is going to be at 1. I'll put 112. All right. Here we go. Oh, a general for this month. Absolutely. General for this month, it shall be. Up next is going to be Julie, then followed up by Mimi. Alrighty. All right, Sweetie Pie. Here we go. Are you here, High Priestess? Where are you, Sweetie Pie? You're not here. Okay. I feel like there's a little bit of disorganization at this moment. I feel like there's a little bit of depression also. So there is some moments and some moments of fear, of sadness, of reorganization altogether. There's a lot of confusion. Sweetie Pie, when I When I look at it all together and I think about you, what I feel is a sense of movement, a sense of wanting to move on forward, but I feel a great sense of being a little bit lost. It's almost like I'm going to give you the idea I have into my mind. It's like being into a really big shopping mall and there's opportunities all around you. And there's many opportunities that could be good for you. And you kind of want to move on forward towards certain of them. And some of them you're a little bit unsure of because maybe they're not quite into your field or maybe it is something that is new. I feel basically that you're looking for something new. I feel like what you've had into the past is not quite giving you what you want and you're looking for something new. But the fact that the past did not give you what you wanted does not mean that the past is not good for you. It means that it has not yet found the space into your life that it needs to have. So do not let loose of the past. I feel like the past is going to come back into your life within the following year or two. Whatever it is that you're setting a little bit more aside, let's say the social work, will be coming on back into the following year or two. There is no doubt about it. What I will say for the moment is you're looking for opportunities, you're looking for different things, you're looking for happiness, you're looking for finances, you're looking for passion, you're looking at a lot of things. But sometimes I feel like you look at too many things and I need you to concentrate more on one thing. And that one thing will end up bringing you a lot of goodness. So that's what I can see at this moment. So, yeah, from what I can see over here, I feel like into the following month, you're looking for a lot of things that could be good. You're looking for a lot of things that you would like, but you're not necessarily finding what it is that you want. And I feel like there's a lot of stagnation, there's a lot of non movement. You're waiting for, let's say, the unemployment to come on in. You're waiting for new things to happen within the new job or within your passion, but everything is just kind of stuck. I'm going to say into the following month, within the following 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, you will get the unemployment. I feel like you do need to work slowly onto your passion, onto your new product with your mom or by yourself solo. That's going to take a good 6 to 7 months before it kind of kicks off and starts bringing something good towards you. Other than that, I need you to seize the opportunities that are arising around you. But I do also feel like the opportunities that are going to be coming towards you, you're going to have to give somewhat of a compromise in order to go and get a little bit what you want. So I feel like the next job that you're going to be getting is not necessarily exactly what it is that you want. I feel like it's coming within the following 4 to 6 weeks, but I feel like there's going to be a compromise. You're still not at the 100% of where it is that you want to be. There's still something holding you back. Yeah. There is something with it. Does that make any sense to you, sweetie, from what I can see? I want to see more, but for the moment, this is what I'm seeing that is happening. Let me know what you think about it, sweetie. Does that make any sense, my beautiful? All right. So let me go and see. What else I got? We're going to go and see Julie after. My beautiful love, I keep seizing the opportunities. I keep seeing that things are a little bit hidden. It's like if the things that you want to move on forward with, you're not necessarily seeing, but you need to go and grab on into it. You need to grab onto your positivity and you need to grab on into your freedom at this moment. That's going to bring optimism. It's going to bring a lot of success into your life. What I really need you to do, my beautiful, for the following month, because the following month, from what I can see, is looking at different opportunities, open yourself on up, let go of the fears. I see, yes, financially things will get better because you will get the money that you're expecting into the following few weeks. But other than that, I need you to let go of any fears and I need you to explore whatever needs to be explored. And like I said, within the following 4 to 6 weeks, there's probably a good opportunity that's going to be offered towards you, but it's not going to be everything that you would like. It's not going to be all into your expectations. So it's going to be important for you to, I feel like you're going to make a compromise at this moment and you're going to accept whatever is going to be offered at that moment. So it's not going to be all bad, but it's not going to be completely what it is that you would like, sweetie pie. I'm going to go and see Julie. So just 1 second. Alrighty. I'm going to go and see Julie. And then we're going to go and see Mimi. So Julie's going to be over here. Now you said another 2 questions. I'm going to go and see because I saw another 1 question, but let me just go and see. Okay, so I do have you over here. I have you. Okay, I do have you here. I got you. Okay. So hold on. Mimi's going to be next. And then if nobody else pops on in, we'll come and see Hwanson. Okay. Okay. So All right. So he's been having, yes. Is he committed to turning those visions into reality? Let's go and see to begin with. Mimi's up next. All right. Okay, okay. I'm going to say those visions are not just kind of passing fantasies at this moment. I feel like there's a beautiful intent behind them, my love. So I feel like he's not just daydreaming, he's emotionally kind of rehearsing what it would feel like, if you will, to actually be there and to show up for you. I feel like right now at this moment, I feel like he's into a place where it feels like he's building the courage and the clarity to act onto them. So while he may not fully be into the actual execution mode, if you will, there is that quiet inner commitment that is there, that is growing. He wants to be that man for you. And I feel like he's starting to understand that love requires effort. Yes, not just emotion, but a lot of effort. And that realization is slowly taking root into everything. So, absolutely, my love. All right. With your silence, is he going to understand that your passiveness is space for him to grow into a man that he is supposed to be into? I love the way that you said it. It is so perfect. It's a definite yes. I'm going to say that onto a beautiful, if you will, soul level. He feels it. Even if it is a conscious mind, my God, this is what it is. He senses that your stillness isn't in distance. It is into respect. He notices the shift, and I feel like it's making him reflect. I feel like it's giving him the space that he didn't even know that he needed. It's like if your silence is saying to him, I believe into your growth, and I'm not here to pressure you. I'm not here to chase you. I'm here when you are ready for me. And that message is a powerful message altogether. It is a message that is landing. And over time, it's going to help him, if you will, to kind of set up, not out of fear, not out of guilt, but from a place of a self-chosen transformation, which changes absolutely everything. He's not doing it because he has to. He's doing it because he wants to become better, and because he wants to change and transform, to do this, to be into this relationship with you. And that is an energy that changes everything. That is like that beautiful plant. It's about those beautiful seeds that you plant, and it grows into the most beautiful flower along. Why? Because it is wanted. Why? Because it is desired. Why? Because it is nourished. And that's what you're doing by helping him do all those things. Yes. All right, hold on. All right. Let's go see our beautiful Mimi. Are you giving me a hot chocolate or is that a pillow, Juanson? Do you want me to go to sleep or do you want me to have a hot chocolate before bed? What is it that you're giving me? What is that? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go and see Mimi. Okay, hold on. All right. So. Mimi, where's Mimi? Okay, let me just go make sure you didn't send me an email. And that everything is where it's supposed to be. So that is what it is. Mimi is over here. No, I know you're not. I know. Okay. Here we go. We're going to go and see Juanson unless anybody else appears after, okay? So Juanson is theoretically next onto the list, Sweetie Pies. Mimi, my love. Hi, Farah. How are you doing, sweetie? Mimi is going to be at 1:34. How are you doing, my love? Oh, he looks relaxed. Okay. I'm getting it. Yeah, it is, my beautiful Farah. It is, my love. I'm currently with Mimi. If you donate right away, you'll be on up next, my beautiful sweetie pie. All right, so Mimi, here we go, my love. This is what I will say for you. Oh, that's it. You see? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Like, what the F, right? You're tired of it. You're tired of looking at it. You're tired of the frustration. You're tired of thinking of it. You want things to return back to a place like where they used to be, but you can't quite get that place. Yet there's feelings of loss and solitude and frustration, feeling guilty and feeling like maybe, feeling like maybe you've been used in different like there's a million different kind of things. There's just, I'm basically going to say exhaustion and pain. And I feel like what you need at this moment is not exhaustion and pain. I feel like you need to feel like it's tender and safe and grounded. And I feel like it needs to be honest. And I feel like it needs to be validated. And I feel like you need to have compassion. And I feel like you need to have clarity. And I know that you're not going to be able to get all of that. But I would wish that upon you, sweetie pie. But I know that even if I can tell you all those things, it is not coming directly from him. And that's not going to be sufficient enough. So I'm going to say, sweetie, I see how you feel. I know how you feel. It's not just that you're tired, you're holding everything within. You're trying to seem like you're okay on to the outside, but your soul is breaking inside. And I want you to know that it's not weakness, it's really just survival. It's your heart that is trying to hold on to something that thought that it was real, that thought that it saw you, but it was not quite meant for you. His current thoughts and feelings for you is he is into a place where you're right, because not that much has actually changed onto the surface, but emotionally he feels your presence. There's that quiet tension that is there inside of him when he thinks of you. Regret, confusion, even I'm going to say longing. But he's also very emotionally blocked. He's kind of just putting things into little departments, if you will, the compartments, not departments, but compartments. And you know, that means for him often kind of burying those kind of feelings. So he's not walking around as happy and as fulfilled as you actually think that he is, or as much as he is actually trying to portray into his pictures. There's that guilt that is there within him. There's a part of him that wonders if did he do wrong by you? Is he into the right place? Is he where he needs to be? What's really going on? So he's got like a lot of things that are going through his mind, but often he actually tries to hide them. He doesn't want to face them. He doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to understand all those feelings because they're hurtful and they're painful, and hell, we don't know what to do with that. And whenever we feel that pain and everything, what do we want to do with it? We want to hide it. We want to put it aside. We don't want to think about it. It hurts. So he's into a place where, for you, my beautiful love, it's not just necessarily a heartbreak. It's a deep soul grieving. It's your body, your heart, your energy. It's like all of you is kind of exhausted from holding that pain that hasn't had like a safe place to land to. So you're not weak for still clinging. You're human and you're loved. And a part of you is mourning that future that simply can't be. So you don't have to force yourself to move overnight, but you can take those small steps towards yourself. Let your inner world be more quiet. Let your heart slowly unclench. Cry if you need to. Be weak if you need to. Be real with the people that you trust, even if you don't necessarily know what to say. You don't have to say anything. You just need to find your peace. You just need to find that place where you are simply okay. That's what you need to do, my love. And I promise you, within time, things will make more sense. Things will be okay. And things will, I swear by that damn switch. I know, I keep talking about that darn switch. But one day that switch will happen for you. And you will never, ever want to turn that switch back on, because you'll think to yourself, what the heck? I've had so much pain with that switch. I don't want it no more. I want it exterminated. I want it gone forever. Don't even want to see, don't want to speak, don't want to hear, don't want nothing. Too much crap, too much badness, don't want no more. That's how you're going to feel at one point in time. I promise you, my love. Now, I still don't know if you want messages or not, so I'm going to give you universe messages. That's what I'm going to do. Your destiny is calling. You better answer. I know, it sounds bossy, but it's in a sweet way. Unexpected money could be coming your way, sweetie. Karma's also going to be coming. Hopefully, karma's going to come and bite him into the butt for what he's done. New beginnings are also coming on in towards you. And unexpected news is on to its way also, sweetie. And here you go, one last one. It seems fitting. Happiness is an inside job. Sweetie pie, whatever the heck he has done, whatever the heck he has said, whatever, that is on him. That is on him to repent from all the badness he has done. That being said, you don't have to live through all that pain, my sweetie pie. He's going to continue to hold on to you as long as he possibly can. And even when you're no longer hanging on to him, he's still going to hang on to you because he doesn't want to let go, my love. It doesn't make it okay. It just makes it somewhat of a toxic kind of place to be into. And I know that you're stuck into that, my love. I know, sweetie. Here we go for Farah. And then we do have our beautiful SB who's going to be up next. Thank you, Farah. And thank you, SB, sweetie pies. So, Farah, let me know if you are here, sweetie. You can definitely have a timestamp, my love. Absolutely. All right. Um, Alrighty. Hi, Carrie Ann. How are you doing, sweetie? Let's go see my love. Farah, you've pulled back your energy as you felt that you always initiated conversation. 2 days ago, he was very cold towards you. How is this shift actually affecting him? Let's go and see, sweetie. All right. He was very cold towards you. How is this shift affecting him? Oh, timestamp. I did not put a timestamp. Timestamp is going to be at, and this is for Farah, we're going to be at 1:43. Lilith and Juanson, we're going to be closing at 11, okay? So in 11 minutes, sweetie. SB is going to be on up next, all right? All right. So what's going to be happening with us, sweetie? Okay. I feel like at this moment, quite frankly, I feel like he actually wants to try to rebuild something into a certain kind of a way, my love. Yes. I got you, my beautiful lesbian. You're on up next, my love. How are you doing, sweetie? How are you doing, love? My beautiful Farah. I feel as though he kind of wants to make things better with this no contact. But I feel like at the very same time, he wants to be the boss of the situation. So I feel like he's the one who actually wants to make something happen. But I feel as though he still feels like something is not okay and something is not fair. So before things are fixed, you guys are still going to have a couple conversations along the way. Are you ready for some conversations with him, my sweetie pie? There is definitely some conversations that are going to be coming along its way, my sweetie. From what I can see at this moment, my love, I feel as though I know that he was very cold. I know that he wants to try to recontact you. I know that he doesn't want to let you go in any kind of a way. But there's a lot of things that are being unsaid. So I need those unsaid things to be said. I need action to be kind of brought on forth. And at the same time, I'm telling you, he feels like something is unjust. Whatever it is that you think, that you know that is unjust, this is what it is. There is something that he feels is not fair, that he's not being treated into a fair way. And when I say fair way, it can be I don't get enough attention, or we're not speaking enough, or like it's tiny little things, but there's something that he believes that he's not getting enough of, that he wants more. Whatever that is, and I'm pretty sure that you know what it is, that's what he's wanting. But that being said, he's wanting to be the boss into all of this. He's not expecting you to contact him. He wants to be the one who is the boss, who is contacting and who is deciding what's going to be happening next and how we kind of determine things. So he's being the male who wants to decide, but he needs you to kind of correct and modify some things by communication with him, because there's a lot of things that are not being said. So is it the end of the relationship as the energy that I see at this moment? Absolutely not. Can things be modified and change? Absolutely. Do we want them to? Absolutely. So I'm going to say within the following days, normally speaking, if this energy continues, you will have a reach out. We will want to talk, but we're definitely going to need some changes. And when I say changes both ways, compromises. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, hold on. Does that make any sense to you, my sweetie Farah? Yes, he has to initiate and actually has to take charge. Let me give you some messages, sweetie pie. Absolutely, my love. SB, you're next, my love. All right. I know. I know, Farah. If he doesn't want to communicate, how are you ever going to know, right? I know. He needs to say it. Je sais pas, mais la charge de batterie est en bas si t'en as besoin. Demande à Mathias ou à Raphaël de descendre avec toi. À peu près. Ah ben, je vais aller te voir. On a à peu près 15-20 minutes, ma belle. You hurt me, but it's okay. Uh-huh. Okay, baby. I miss you. Do you miss me? I sometimes wonder if you care. I want you to be able to choose. The word I can't say on YouTube, but I can write it. All right, my beautiful Farah. He needs to step up. He needs to show you and tell you what he wants, what he desires. If he is not able to do that, there's going to be a major problem. But from what I can see at this moment, he is trying to be the emperor. He is trying to do the very best that he possibly can, which means that he should be able to move on forward and do what he needs to do. So let's hope and cross our fingers. All right. I'm sending you much love, my sweetie pie. Let's go see our beautiful SB. SB is next. Alrighty. It is my pleasure, my love. Hearts being sent down out towards you. All right. My pleasure, Farah. Have a lovely evening, sweetie. SB, how are you doing, sweetie pie? SB is going to be at 150, let's say 152. Let me go and get your questions. All right. Would like true feelings for you. Don't true feelings. What are his intentions for a connection? He reached out to recently reconnect, so you're curious about it. Let's go see. All right. Alrighty. Okay. Would Berlioz would like true feelings for you? Do you feel like Berlioz been a little bit disconnecting, sweetie? Are you here? Where are you? Do you feel like he's been a little bit disconnecting? Good, sweetie pie. How are you doing, my love? Let me know. First question is, do you feel like he's being a little bit more distant? Because I feel like there's tension, and I feel like he believes that there's competition, and that's making him back off a little bit. And yeah, the last few days, right? Things got heated in a good way, and then they went distant. Okay, that's it. Yes. Yes. So, sweetie pie. That you kind of got irritated because, you show him interest and only have eyes for him, but you're thinking maybe you should give it a go. That's it. That's it. He knows it. He knows it, my love. He knows it. Oh, he knows it, my love. Okay. You're thinking you should give that person a chance. Let me finish up with Berlioz, then we're going to go and see about Jay. Okay. You feel like you devoted so much time to him, but you kind of think he's up and down and stresses, and you do love him though, right? Yeah. Okay. So, sweetie pie. The problem with Braulio, and you know I love Braulio because I love to say his name so much more than a J. Is this all right? Are you gonna give him space since he seems a little bit withdrawn? I get it, sweetie. And look, the card over here is about playing it small. It's about feeling a little bit of frustration. It's about having a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry. Quite frankly, I know that you really like Braulio. I know that you do. And I feel that it would not be a necessity to go and see Jay. Honestly, I feel like going to see Jay could actually create problems if Braulio knows about it. And I'm not one to say, well, don't say it to Braulio, but it's basically what I want to say. If you're going to go and see Jay, keep it silent with Braulio, all right? Because I feel as though if he knows that you want to see somebody else, he's going to feel like you're not consistent, you're not serious, and that's going to end up just breaking up the relationship altogether. Basically, from what I can see over here, I feel like Braulio has a lot of issues. I feel like there's a lot of things that he needs to talk about that he's not talking about. But if you could find some kind of a way to make him open on up, I feel like you guys could break those barriers and you wouldn't have to go see, or you wouldn't go see, I'm not saying you have to, but you wouldn't go and see Jay because you'd be able to find what you need with B. So if you're able to do that and you have the energy to do so and you kind of feel like he's a little bit open for it, then I say definitely go ahead with it. I feel like if he knows where you're at and at what point you're at into the relationship and into the connection, saying that, you know what, this is, you know, you really do want to be with him and you really do care for him and you do want to move on forward with him, but you feel like it's complicated, you feel like there's a lot of blockages and you're wanting to know where he's at and what he's wanting so that you guys can make a responsible decision about how to move on forward. I feel like he would actually be able to tell you that because he would feel like it would be serious and it's not nitpicking on different things, but it's generally saying, what do you want out of this? Because, you know, if you're not entirely into this, I'm up for it and I'll give you everything I've got. But if you're not willing to give the same thing to me, then I'm not necessarily going to stick around if you're not serious about this. You know what I mean? I feel like that needs to be done. Yeah, you're going to give him space. You say he's moving and starting school soon. And yeah, he does. And he's finally, yeah, his divorce. I know. And I know he's been a friend. I know. But I really do feel like before doing anything, you need to have this talk, SB. I kid you not. If you do not have the discussion and you go and see Jay, you will automatically ruin your relationship with the other. Okay? Automatically. Because A, you're going to feel bad about it if you do anything with the other and you haven't told him about it. And B, if ever you don't tell him about it and he kind of figures out, you're going to be in trouble. So, sweetie pie, it's entirely up to you, but I feel like honesty is the best policy. There's nothing wrong with saying, I love you. I know it's scary, but there's nothing wrong with saying, I really care for you. I understand that you're going through, you know, a lot of changes, a lot of modifications, and I'm willing to take my time with you and to move on forward with this and grow this relationship. But I need to know that you're on board with me and we're both going into the right direction. And if he says yes, then perfect. But if he says, I don't really know, I've been through a lot of changes, I need some time. I don't know means I'm not ready for this at all right now. Do what you've got to do, but I don't want to lose you. You know what I mean? So then it'll be entirely up to you to decide what you want to do with it. Yeah, you need to get the balls, sweetie. You need to get the balls to do it. But let me go and see your other part of your question, okay? You're so funny. It is not an easy thing to do. Opening on up just to say I love you or I care for you it's not an easy thing to do. It seems so easy to say those words, but they are frigging difficult to say. And they have so many different type of repercussions. I get it. But you've got to do it, my love. You've got to do it. You have to. Let me go and see what else you've got into your other questions, okay? You're also wondering, okay, you're wondering about this, what are intentions for your connect? Jay, Joe, yes, Jay. We want to go know about Jay. What's going on? What's in your next sweetie? So what's up with Jay? What's going on with Jay? Jay, sweetie pie. Jay, I want you to be careful with Jay. Okay, I know you say he reached out recently to kind of reconnect, and you're kind of curious, but Jay, you need to be careful. Jay's fishy. Okay, Jay for me screams, ah! You know, I haven't forgotten about you. I've been thinking about you. I'm interested in you, but I'm not really all that serious. I'm a little bit in transition. So I need you to be careful with Jay, okay? I feel like Jay's intentions for the connection are something that, for the moment, I'm not going to say it's not going to develop into something else, but for the moment, purely sexual, all right? We want to reach out towards you because we want to have sex, we want to have fun, we want to go on dates, we want to do everything. We just don't want to be into a committed relationship. It has nothing to do with love. It has to do about offering different things to you, offering opportunities, having fun together, being happy, but no connection whatsoever. So be very careful about that one, sweetie pie. For the moment, is what I'm seeing. But Jay's moving back here in 3 months, right? I'm going to say for the moment, my sweetie pie, I'm not saying Jay could change. For the moment, Jay wants to have a connection with you because he enjoys the connection with you, wants to have fun, wants to go on dinner dates, movies, bowlings, walking into the park, going to the beach, having socks, having beautiful dinners, but not a committed relationship. Not for the moment. It could change. But honestly, my beautiful lesbian, you want my ultimate advice is figure out what's going on with Berlio. You've been with Berlio for quite some time. I know he's going through a lot of changes. I completely get it. But you just need to know what his intentions are into the long run. And you can decide from that point if you want to continue with him or not. And if you don't want to, then wholeheartedly go on forward with somebody else, with Jay or somebody else. But figure out what's happening with that person to begin with and then move on forward with somebody else. I'm going to give you messages from Berlio, okay? Hold on, my love. You are never very far from my mind. I am into a much better space right now at this moment. I do want you to know that you're an angel. I miss a lot of those times spent together. I look for you everywhere. And you simply take my breath away. SB, I kid you not, my love. I know that to keep your options open because you don't necessarily want to be alone and you want to have a connection is a good place to be into. And I get it. But honestly, prioritize Berlio and then decide what you want. So number one, Berlio, figure that out. When you're ready, don't push yourself, and then decide. And let me know. Send me an email if you want to, okay? Sending you much love, sweetie pie, as usual. Take care of yourself, love. We are going to go and see our dear friend Juanson over here, I believe. So just one moment. Just 1 second. All right, Juanson, I'm going to come and see you. right. We are good. Everything is good over here. So, my dear Juanson, let's go see what you're up to today. All right. So, all right. I got you. Here we go. Juanson, other than feeding the turtles and almost adopting a squirrel. A cloudy day for you too. I had like it was such a weird day. I could do nothing outside. It was sunny for 10 minutes, rainy for 5 minutes, cloudy for 30 minutes, rainy for 10 minutes. Like it was like that all day. It was the most horrible weather whatsoever. I should have done that too. I ended up cleaning the house and doing a bunch of stuff. You had what? No music lessons? Well, that would have been yesterday. Okay, yes, because you're in Grand Canyon. Okay. I was going to say, you don't usually have that until Monday. Okay. A Father's Day cover. Since I hate Evil D, I'm a little bit against Father's Day. And oh my God, Evil D has the kids on Father's Day. Can you imagine that? It's just the way Faith kind of made it work this year. I had them for Mother's Day, and he has them for Father's Day, which, yeah. But that being said, I will go and visit my dad because I do love my dad. But yes, I love dads all around the world. There's just certain ones I don't like as much. It's a rebellious song. What do you got into the rebellious song? What is that? I know now, Juanson. I kind of feel like I'm joining you now. Father's Day, rebellious? Ooh, yeah. It would be a good song for Matthias. Oh my God, I need to listen to it. All right. All right, hold on. Let me go back over here. Wait, where did I go? I didn't go to the right place. I need to listen. When is this coming out? When's it coming out, Juanson? Okay, I'll hear it once it's out. Okay, so I would say Thursday, but you like to defy me, so you'll take it out on Friday. Not on Friday, on Wednesday. Yeah, you've been defying me lately. You've been taking out like one day in advance. Let me go see if your sweetie pie had a good day today. All right. All right. All right, so all right, here we go. Here we go. Her weekend was okay. She had things done. She made and followed on through with things, but not necessarily exactly everything that she would have liked to. So I'm going to say onto the weekend things were okay, but not anything that was overly done. All right. All right. She's had a weekend where she has thought about you, where she's been wondering about you, but she's had a weekend where she's had a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, but a lot of new ideas. I feel like there's a lot of things that she actually wants to change into her life altogether, but doesn't exactly know how to change those things. Hey, Tink. Tink, you can go ahead with it, my Tasha. You can ask your questions, my love, if you want to. We never turn away soul family, sweetie. All right, okay. All right, sweetie pie. She has been thinking about you. She has been thinking about the movement. She has been thinking about the love. She's been thinking about how to make things better. She just doesn't know how to do so, sweetie pie. So she's working on to it, my love. Oh, you can googly eye. You can googly. It is what it is. My beautiful Tasha, if you're here, you can definitely ask your questions, my love. I don't know if you're still here or not. I know. Tank777, are you still around, sweetie pie? Let us know. Let us know. All right. Sweetie. Yeah, I don't know what Tink. I don't know what happened with Tink. All right, hold on. Sweetie pie. Yeah, I think maybe Tink left. She thought she missed the party. So, sweetie pie, altogether, what I shall say for you is this. She has been thinking about you. She's been thinking about how to make an offer, how to make something happen, how to look towards a future together. But she's having problems trying to figure things out. She's not letting go. She's continuing. But she is trying to, probably a little bit like you, trying to figure out that pathway, how to get to it, if you will. It's not easy when you guys are on different schedules like that. It makes it difficult. It does. All right. Work-wise, you're going to need patience. I see 2 to 3 red vests kind of coming around you. I see a half a day probably onto the Thursday that is coming your way. Other than that, I don't see you working with your sweetie pie, my love. So I'm going to say boredom, but at least you'll be able to listen to different things and do different things as you're working along. All right. Love-wise, a needing to move on forward, to jump on in, about a little bit of stagnancy moving on forward. I do see some wants, I do see some desires to change, some modifications, but a lot of stagnancy, sweetie. So I'm going to say the love is there. We're looking to fill up that cup, but we're needing a little bit of assistance to do so. So I'm going to say work-wise, a couple red vests. Love-wise, I'm going to say the love is there, the love is present, the desire is there to move on forward, but we're missing occasions to actually meet on forward together. That's where the major issue is coming from. Let's go and do the bookity. And then we'll go to the other two. All right. Yeah, but only like 2 or 3 of them I said. I didn't say a million of them. Yeah. Let me know whenever you're ready. The world. The answer is wait a while and then go for it. The world will be ready for you. All right. A 2 or 3 of them. I know, they're still annoying. I know. Angel message. You have walked through shadows that others may never see. Your heart has been stretched, broken, and tested, but it has not been defeated. The pain you feel is not the end of your story. It is the clearing path before your light returns. An oracle message. A new chapter is beginning, slowly and gently in perfect timing. You do not need to force anything. Just keep choosing yourself, even in small ways. Every quiet moment of self-love, every tear released, every breath you take with intention, those are the bricks of your healing. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. Beautiful grace and in truth, let yourself rest and see the rising within you. Sounds very profound. Let me give you some love messages, sweetie pie. And here we go. And I believe that our beautiful Tink 777 is not here. So, messages. I don't just want a moment with you. I want a lifetime of choosing you. Your softness doesn't scare me. It invites me. I don't want to change it. Even when you don't say a word, your energy wraps around me like home. You're not too much, you're everything I didn't know that I was missing. And my love isn't there to confuse you. It's here to make you feel safe, chosen, and completely seen. I know. That being said, my beautiful loves, I am going to say sweet dreams, and we shall see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. So have yourself a beautiful, lovely evening, sweet dreams, and a beautiful day tomorrow. Good night, my beautiful loves. Good night, Diane. Good night, Lilith. Good night, Juanson, and everybody else who is still here.